Hello everybody, my name is Josh. I was a computer science examiner, head of computer science in UK-based schools, and now I run a tutoring business where I've helped thousands of students to get better grades in computer science related courses. Now, I was working through with my A-level students who have got exams coming up, and I just noticed that an area which was a particular weak spot was that all of the data structures. There's so many that you have to remember for all of your specifications. So what I'm doing is just every day, I'm just going to be creating a different lesson on a different data structure that's going to be relevant to your exam board. And we're going to look at stacks, which is relevant to every single one of them. We just need to know about the behaviors, like how is it that it actually operates. So this one here is just talking about created some situation to do with cars and how it can have a maximum number of 6 items in there. So let's have a look at some of the operations and where sometimes I see mistakes happen when I'm examining papers. So with a car stack, so what we're going to do is we're just going to create our blank stack there. Push is what gets items into our stack. So Mondeo goes into there. We're also going to push our golf on, which is then going to go into the next value there, separated by a comma. Is empty checks whether the values are if there isn't any values in there, and that's going to return false because we've got Mondeo and golf in there. Nothing is going to change to the stack. We push 2 further values on there in this particular order, and then this is the first time when we're going to use our pop operation. Pop is how we get items out of our stack. Now, what some people get confused with is which item is actually going to exit the stack first. Now, a stack is what's called a LIFO data structure, which is last in, first out. So the people talk about stacks of books. If you imagine that you can't just take things out of the middle, the most likely situation is you're going to take a book off the top of the stack. So in this situation, the last thing that we put on there was punto. So punto is going to get taken off, and that's going to be returned. So that's very, very important that that's going to actually be returned. We then push civic on. When we push Porsche on, we check, is it full, which is false because it's 6 items, and at the moment we've got 5 items there. We then just use the pop operation, which is going to take Porsche off because that was the last item that was pushed on there. And then finally, we're going to pop Civic because that is the next item off there. Okay, so there are all of some of the little operations that are going on. Again, what I would do, I'd strongly recommend this. Put this exact question on the back of a flashcard. Have it just before you're going into your exams, and you can quickly scan through all of your data structures just to remind you that what you need to do to answer these particular questions. And then it's going to be fresh in your mind. You can go to that, particular question in the paper, and then you can forget it after you've answered it. Thanks for listening.